A very good morning, my dear sisters, sisters and brothers in Christ, my dear students and teachers, and welcome again to this word from the principal before we go on our break from next week onwards, the 3 week break, while our senior students will be taking their SPM exams, which starts next Wednesday. I I thought it would be good for me just to speak with you very briefly today, as we are before we go on our break, and just to have a good end to this first quarter of the year. It's a very short first quarter, and many things have happened, and I just hope that well, things will continue to happen, and I just hope the next quarter, the next semester will be just as good for all of us, or even better as we move along. So, without further ado, let's go. I wanted to talk a little bit about this. I think the theme for this morning's word for the principal is change. I think change. A lot of people may realize, and many of us uh, may hear this to where people say that change is a constant. We know that change is always a constant. We know that change always happens, and I think uh, we have to recognize that change is something that is inevitable, that must happen, and we want to embrace this change. We want to be able to know that this change is something that most of the time is good for us, even though we are sometimes unable to control it, and that can make it a little bit scary. The last time I was telling you about the fact um, that change is that not to be afraid, and I think we want to be unafraid of how change happens. The next thing is, if you look at the little picture that I have there, that change is something that transforms us. We want to look at how we are changing and how we are transformed. Why I'm talking about this is that there are going to be many changes that are happening. Our school is our Form 5 from last year are going to finish their exams, and we're going to welcome a new group of students this year's Form 1 students, who will join us when school reopens on March the 21st. And this marks a change in our school. And our school, as we know, will always change. Our school is Form 1s will become Form 2s, Form 2s will become Form 3s, Form 5s will leave, and new Form 1s will come in. And that's part of the seasons of this school. And so change happens, and we want to embrace this. And we want to see how this changes us. We want to also realize that change happens on the inside as well as on the outside. If you look at that, the little picture that I have there as well, we realize that change, there are ripples on the surface of the water. You skip a stone on the surface of the water, you see the ripples that happen, but at the same time, there are things that happen on the inside. I for many of us, when we moved this year from Form 1 to Form 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, 4 to 5, there was an external change. Even though you have been in the same classrooms, there was an external change, because you changed teachers, you changed subjects, you changed textbooks and workbooks. But at the same time as well, there is something that happens on the inside. And I'm hope that all of us can notice how we are changing, how we are growing, how when you move from Form 3 to Form 4, the subjects are different. But it's not just about different subjects. How are we maturing? You are entering into the time where you are expected to be more mature, and most of you are being more mature, and I think that's something that's very good. So it's good for us to recognize how we are changing on the inside and on the outside, and that is part of what is happening. I say this because there are going to be some changes in this school, and I'm going to be announcing some changes, but some changes that are naturally happening, and some changes that are happening because things happen. The first announcement I'd like to make is an announcement to thank three teachers who will be leaving us. They will not be rejoining us in March. Miss Cynthia Tan, who teaches BM in the upper forms, Miss Ivy Almira, who was teaching geography in the lower forms, as well as Miss Valerie Leman, who was teaching BM in the lower forms. They will be leaving us, and as much as I am very very sad to say farewell to these, and I say farewell because we wish Miss Cynthia, Miss Ivy, and Miss Valerie all the best in everything. We will continue to keep the three of you in our prayers as you move on from this school. We thank you. We have much gratitude for all that you have contributed. You have made this school the good school that we are, and for that, I'm sure all of us and all the teachers and all the students are extremely grateful for you. It's I I am sad that these three very good teachers are leaving us, but I also wish them all the best and all success and grace and blessing as they move from us. So thank you, Miss Cynthia, Miss Ivy, and Miss Valerie. Um, we move on to something a little bit more administrative. Just a reminder, you are going on a school break, so don't come back to school next Monday. You're on a break. You don't have to log on to your Google Classrooms or your Gmeet for the next 3 weeks. The next term begins on the 21st of March, 2022. That's in 3 weeks' time. That's a Monday. So just that will be when our classes start again. How the classes are going to start, I'm afraid that we are unable to let you know because things may change. We were planning for the same arrangements as previously, but because the SPM examinations are still going on and we are welcoming our new Form 1 students by the 21st of March, I will ask all students to stay tuned for more announcements. Please let your parents know that we will be announcing how the return to school will be like about a week before the 21st of March. And your class teachers will also be in touch with you to inform you, to remind you how this is going to happen. So please keep in touch, check, do inform your parents as well to check their emails, because we will be announcing all this in a circular on how classes are going to return. And so that's very, very important, because you need to know how you come back and who's coming back at what time. All right, so that's the next announcement. My next announcement is something that's a little bit more fun. For those of you who have been in this school for a while, you would remember the last time we had Rhythm and Color was 2018. And I think only the Form 5 students would actually remember this. Rhythm and Color is the school concert. It's an opportunity for groups and individuals to showcase their talents. And this year, it's a very, very special Rhythm and Color because it's a double celebration. And you can see the theme is The Family Celebrates. Why? Because this year we celebrate the 10th anniversary of St. Joseph's Private School, both the primary and the secondary school which were founded in 2012, 10 years ago, and as well as the 5th anniversary of St. Joseph's International School, which was founded in 2017, 5 years ago. So this year's concert is a celebration not just of the schools, but also of all the talents that we have. Just a little bit of a note. What is Rhythm and Color? Rhythm and Color is a legacy of the performing arts tradition in our school. Sound, music, visual arts, everything. We've done many things. You can look, I think, on our school YouTube page. There are some clips of what went on in Rhythm and Color, and it's a wonderful, wonderful sense of the talents and the vibrancy of our school. So it's something that we have. It's something that showcases the performing arts. So we have many talented students who have come through and shown their talents. The what why I'm talking about this is that I'm sure you have heard about this, and I know that a lot of students know about this, are getting very excited about this, is that we are calling for auditions, and we're asking you to submit your videos, audition videos. The registration deadline is on the 21st of March, which coincidentally is the the first day of school. It's the first week of the second term. So you have the next 3 weeks to gather together to think about what kind of talents you have, and I'm sure we have a huge amount of talents, and what kind of performance you would like to have. If you need get together in your groups, you may be getting in groups based on your ECAs, your classes, and all, or even individuals. We are also welcoming individual talents as well. So who's participating? All students of the St. Joseph's family of schools, the primary, secondary, and international schools. It could be individual or group performances. We students, you may register as for audition as an individual, in a solo performance, a group, an ensemble, a class, or an ECA performance. More details can be found the ECA uh, on the ECA page, or you can ask any of the teachers about this. The teachers will be able to give you more details about this. So please showcase your talent, try this out. It's only an audition. We welcome everybody in any kind of performance, because we know that talents come in all shapes and sizes. So please come in and try this out for yourself. So as I end this word from the principal, I just want to get remind all of you. So for the next 3 weeks, it's a 3 weeks of rest, and I know the last 6 weeks, 7 weeks have been difficult in many ways because of the pandemic, because of having to go online and physical and not being sure what's going on. But I hope that we can take some rest, but I hope that this rest is not just like that cat that's sleeping in the cushion. But I hope that our rest can be active and creative. Active rest is we rest while doing things that we enjoy. Things that may not be related with school. Some of you may enjoy painting, some of you may enjoy reading outside of school, some of you may enjoy doing some kind of sports. Be active. Use this time to relax from academic work, to be active, to be creative, to exercise your creative juices, not just for rhythm and color, for other things as well. It would be good, of course, as a teacher, I would always encourage you not to completely lose contact with your books. Take some time, maybe a couple of times a week, just to take out your some of the work that you have, to go through them, so that when you come back on the 21st of March, you will not be completely lost. So do some revision, a very light revision, just to keep in contact, keep in touch with what's going on. Especially, I think this is especially so for our Form 3s and our Form 5s, because for Form 5s, you are preparing for your SPMs next year, and for Form 3s, there's a possibility that you may be doing your PT3 exams at the end of the year. So just keep yourselves in touch with studies while doing your active and creative rest. And last but not least, I just want to leave all of you to just wish all of you a very, very good break. Enjoy this break, enjoy this time with your friends and your family. Be safe, of course. We do notice that the COVID-19 is spreading a little bit faster than previously. So I just hope that all of you, if you are going out to do all sorts of things, please be safe, observe the SOPs, keep your masks on all the time, and enjoy yourself while being safe. And we all look forward to welcoming you back on March the 21st, where we will continue our learning, our teaching, and our growing in the Lord. So I wish all of you good break, God bless, and see you in March.